Greetings, blessings to the Most High Yahweh, blessings to the universe, blessings to the ancestors, blessings to the Yeshua consciousness. I'm Magnetic Intuition. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time out. I got a special message that I want to talk about. I had a wild 2 weeks, very wild 2 weeks. Man, it's almost like a test, to be honest with you. And I definitely wanted to get into that. There was an event that went on called Get Out Now Get Out Now conference. And it was an event that I really wanted to go to, but I had some unusual forces that managed to stop me from making it. So that's why I have to make a video about it and talk about it. And I want to send special shouts out to the organizers for that conference, the Get Out Now conference. Tia, Lala, Tommy, Melissa, and Jonathan. Much respect to each and every one of you. So if you don't know already, those individuals, they're brave. They're former fraternity and sorority members that denounced their letters. That's big. That's really big. In these days, that's really big. I mean, when you're in these organizations, the things that people have to go through, the initiations they have to go through to get in, the hazing that's done, that they have to go through. And after so many years of being in that organization and building up your network and sisterhood and brotherhood, these people decide to, I guess you could call it an ego, right? Kill the ego and come closer to the Most High and decide to denounce their letters, And I'm not knocking anyone that's in the fraternity and sororities. I cover the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars in abuse and harassment they do to targeted individuals like myself. I'm not in a sorority fraternity, so I don't know much about it. I knew people that were in the fraternity and sororities that are Freemasons and Eastern Stars. I could cover them, but as far as sororities and fraternities, I can't really cover that as much because I don't have the experience. So salute to them. And this message is basically to put awareness out on what goes on behind the scenes when you have events such as Get Out Now. So you have on one end, you have the actual event organizers, like I mentioned, right? They put an event together where they're trying to get people that are trying to join sorority and fraternities, that are in fraternities, sororities, people that have denounced their letters, and other people that just want to join. And you have that spectrum of it, and then you have the other side, right? The spectrum where I'm at, where I'm a targeted individual by the secret societies, the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars and Illuminati and etc. There's some fraternity and sorority members that are in all of these too, So it's kind of a mixture of things. So I was actually planning on going to the event. I bought a ticket. I wanted to support them, I thought it was an amazing thing. They've done it in the past, and I didn't know about it, but I seen it on YouTube, and it was amazing. I thought it was a blessed thing to do, Children of God coming together and talking about what needs to be done to build up the community, to build up humans and mankind, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's God's greatest success from his children, is to come together and put an event out that people could come and join and learn about what's going on in this world, what's going on in the Matrix. So, like I said, salute to them. So let me talk about my situation and what happened over the weekend during the event. The event was on the 15th and 16th. So I booked 3 nights in Atlanta, and I planned on going out there. And I was driving from Delaware, actually. So I visited Dover, Delaware for the first time. It was a cool place. Went to the beach. I loved it. I only stayed 2 nights because I heard about the Get Out Now event. So I was like, all right, let me run out there, see what's up. So on my way back from Delaware, the secret societies, they've been messing around with my wheels. I guess they've been like slashing my wheels, not my actual tire, but my wheels. So, a lot of times if your wheel has like a slash or a hole in it, it does affect the tire, and the tire will continue to go flat on you. So, as I'm driving through Delaware, I had to make a pit stop in Maryland to take a drug screening for a company I work for, a contracted company I work for. So I made that pit stop, and then instead of driving directly to Delaware, from Delaware to Georgia, I was like, you know what? Let me make a pit stop in Charlotte. And during that whole time, my tire was going flat. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 new tires for the back. I was already having problems with the front too, because like I told y'all, secret societies kept messing with my tires, my wheels, I mean. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and get the 2 rear end tires new. So I get to Charlotte. I stay in an Airbnb. My tire's going flat. I wake up the next morning. I go to a tire shop. I'm there for like 4 hours. Finally, I get the tires changed in the back. And guess what happens? After driving south, North Carolina, I'm in North Carolina. After driving 45 minutes going towards Georgia, my tire goes flat. So I'm pissed. I'm calling the tire store up, and I'm like trying to get in contact with them, and they're not picking up. So what I've been learning, because in the past, a week before that, I had a similar issue at Walmart. At Walmart, the wheel was bad, but they didn't tell me that. They sold me the tires, and I guess I can assume that they have some Freemasons that work at these places, these tire places, and they just mess with my tires or wheels, So I called the place in Charlotte up, and they didn't pick up. So I have to stop every 30 minutes just to put air in my tire. I'm like, you know what? Let me just make it down to Georgia, whatever. So as I'm driving down to Georgia, I'm still in North Carolina. I pass up Charlotte, and all of a sudden, I noticed the freeway was cleared out. So I'm like, what's going on here? The freeway is cleared out. Like, all the cars in front of me are like far away. Like, what's going on? This has happened to me before. And so I'm wondering what's going on here. Like, something is going to happen, but I don't know what it is. Lo and behold, a whole tree log. Somebody like cut a tree log down while I was driving down the freeway. And the tree log fell like, I want to say, if I could guess, I would say like maybe like 10, 15 feet in front of me. And fell and covered the whole freeway. I'm not joking. So I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, somebody literally tried to just take my life with a tree log. Like, this is real serious, So I drive around. I'm trying to see at this point, like, did anybody see what just happened? And an 18-wheeler pulls up. Like, 2 18-wheelers pull up behind me. They're like maybe like 20 feet away behind me, and I go around the tree and I just go about my business. And then once again I stop and put more air in my tire like 30 minutes later. So yeah, so I had a murder attempt on me while I was on the freeway. And it was raining too, so I mean I guess that was perfect timing to do it. It wasn't like hard raining. The rain didn't cause the tree to fall down. Like the tree was literally cut down. Like no BS. And it was like in a country area. It wasn't like where there's a bunch of cars, a lot of traffic or nothing. This is like in between North Carolina and Georgia, Oh, we still North Carolina. I'm still North Carolina, so I'm like, alright. So I get the point now, you know what I'm saying? These people don't want me to go to this conference because when you're a targeted individual like myself, the goal is to keep the targeted individual isolated so they don't have no contacts with anyone, and it's easier to like keep the person in control when they're not in contact with anyone. So that's the main strategy. So if I go to this Get Now event, then I'm gonna be networking. I just started a YouTube page, and that's another thing. My YouTube page has been an issue because when I actually try to promote my videos on Facebook, I noticed on Facebook that they hacked everything I have. By the way, phone, laptop that I'm using, everything. They hack everything. So what they did was they changed my privacy settings on my videos to custom, which means that no one's gonna be able to see it because it's custom. If it's private, then my friends would be able to see it. But if it's on custom, then I would have to pick a couple of friends, how many friends I want, which blocks the audience, my 650 friends that I have on Facebook from seeing my videos. So they did that on Facebook. Then on Instagram, they deleted like all my YouTube links. So when I post a video on Instagram, I upload the video on Instagram, and then I would put the YouTube link on there. So they went and deleted that. They hacked into that, deleted that. So then I look on like the location of the video. I add that on. That's deleted off. Oh yeah, the YouTube link. When I did add it on, they added like a letter to it. So when you click on the link, it shows that it's not like it was deleted or erased. So they were tampering with the link. It's just a mess. The link URL, it was just a mess. And then I'm trying to remember what else. Think on TikTok. On TikTok, they had my videos on privacy when I had it on public. So they're basically hacking on to my social medias and just changing stuff up so people don't see my videos. So yeah, it's a big deal. It's a real big deal, And I may not be the only person that's happening to, that was trying to get to the Get Out Now conference. There's other targeted individuals, I'm sure, that was trying to get there. So that's why I wanted to share my story, to let it be known that what you're doing, what you ladies and gentlemen are doing is amazing, And I'm not sure if it's been done before, to be honest with you, And you have people out there, like, afraid, like, seriously. You're shaking people up, like, for real. So let me continue to what I was talking about, because there's much more to the story. So finally I make it down to Atlanta, and I made it on the 14th. So I was like, let me make it there a day ahead of time because I see what's going on here. I see that, people are trying to tamper with what I'm trying to do, going to the event, to the conference. So I was like, let me get up there a day early. So I got up there a day early, stayed in Stone Mountain, and the next day I checked into the hotel that I was staying at for 3 days, which was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on Friday evening, I was headed to the event. And when I was headed to the event, my GPS started acting up. So instead of first the GPS said make a right, so I made a right, and then it changed up on me and I made a left. So the thing about it is, when your phone is hacked, these people, they have control of your phone, and plus your GPS is gonna malfunction a lot. That happens all the time to me when I use the GPS. So my GPS was acting crazy at this moment, and guess what happened? I drove over like a middle platform that blocks the left and right lane, and it hit my right tire. And when it hit my right tire, my car started making like this crazy noise, and then after like 10 minutes, my car broke, like literally shut off on me. I was like in the middle of the street. I was in Tucker, so it was in Tucker, like right outside Atlanta, right there, like I guess like a suburb to Atlanta. And I was literally right there, like 7 minutes away. And I waited for like 2 hours, and finally a tow truck came. But in between that time, I was holding traffic up because I was in the middle of the road. My car couldn't move. Plus, my back tire that kept going flat on me, it went flat. It didn't go flat because the hit, it went flat because, remember, the wheel was still messed up. So now I had two issues. So I couldn't move. I couldn't like get up, get out, and try to push my car to the other side. So I was in the middle of the road. It had the left lane, and then to get across the street to the gas station was on the left side. So I was like screwed. So of course there was a few secret society guys, Masons, that drove by, and one of them was like, "Hey man, your tire's flat too, right?" And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like these people are so petty. So it was just a mess. So that's Friday. So I missed the event on Friday. So Saturday came around. So now I'm trying to get it fixed. I wake up 7 o'clock, and I'm like, let me find a mechanic that could work on my car. But at the same time, I'm thinking in my head, like, how am I going to find a mechanic that's not a Freemason, like, or that's not a part of a company, that's a Freemason? This is what I'm thinking in my head. So I find a mobile mechanic to come and check out my car. So they come through and they let me know what's going on. So they're like, yeah, man, it's going to be the diagnostic fee, and then it's going to be whatever's messed up with the car is going to cost you labor and parts. I'm like, all right, cool, let's see what's up. So they mentioned that the starter and a new battery was needed. So they did the starter and he did the starter and battery. It's two guys. One of them was a worker, and the other guy was a guy that contracted, I guess, the mechanic. So the guy fixed the car, the starter and the battery, but now he's saying that it needs an alternator and what's the name of the other thing? It was something else it needed. I can't remember the name of it right now. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, I already know what time it is, man. These guys, they don't want me to go to this event. So they're going to add things. Plus, they're going to try to make more money on me. Like, I already know the game. And it's evident that these guys are Masons. Like, all the signs are already there, So I'm like, all right, bet, just do your thing. I couldn't leave because, of course, they had to get paid, right? So if I leave to go to Tucker, I was in North Atlanta, and Tucker's like east, and Atlanta's traffic is a mess. So if they finish and I leave, now I gotta leave the conference to come all the way back and try to pay these guys. And it was already like 3 p.m. No, 2 or 3 p.m. And the conference was ending at 5. So it was like pointless. So they finished the job. After finishing the job, I went inside to pay. I was trying to pay outside. I didn't pay outside because my signal wasn't working good. So I was like, let me go inside and pay it. So I ended up paying him after like 20 minutes. I took a shower, came outside, and my front 2 tires were missing. Front 2 wheel tires were missing. It was literally like lifted off the ground. Not on bricks, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's pretty much lifted off the ground. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why would you take my tires off? I paid you. So I called the guy. I'm like, hey man, I paid you. Like, why are my wheels gone? And he's like, yeah, I know, man. I know my mechanic said he was waiting here. He called you, and you didn't, you hadn't paid. So, I just told him, man, just take the wheels off, and when you pay, you'll get your wheels back. So I'm like, man, I was just like, yo, this is just these people are out of control. He explained to me that in Atlanta, people would drive off. There's a few people that drove off on him. But bro, all you had to do was come to the front. I told him all he had to do was come to the front desk and ask for me. If he thought I didn't pay, that's it, It wasn't that big of a deal. He waited, and he felt like I wasn't gonna pay. So since he was out there all day, he thought that was the answer. Whatever. So anyhow, I missed the conference because secret societies did not want me to come to this conference. They didn't want me to meet people that have like minds. And I just wanted to get that message out to let y'all know that to let Lala Jenkins, Melissa, Jonathan, Tommy, Tia, let y'all know that there's people out there just like me that's like really trying to connect with people like you, like-minded people that want to, do well for people. Definitely have peace in this world. Definitely reach out to people and let them know the truth of what's going on. But when you have external dark forces that are constantly trying to fight you from meeting people like y'all and others, these type of things happen. So I was like, man, let me go ahead and make a video because there's no other way I can get this message out. But keep doing what y'all do, Keep doing what y'all do. It's amazing. It's amazing for real, It's helping the youth out, and you ladies and gentlemen are very knowledgeable about what's going on, and how people are getting pulled away from the Most High. So keep doing what you're doing, and on my end, I'm gonna definitely keep doing what I'm doing. And one thing I didn't mention is I'm an Earth Angel, so that's the reason why I'm being targeted as targeted by these secret societies. They don't want my voice to be heard. I mentioned that they don't want my voice to be heard, but I didn't mention why. So that's one of the reasons why. And also my videos, I mention what's been going on in my life, cryptocurrency being stolen, and people just really trying to control me and trying to get me to go on the dark side and all this craziness, setting me up with demonic women. I mean, the whole nine, everything. Just some of the worst things you could think of have happened to me. But I'm strong, I'm a survivor. I stand with the Most High, and that's the most important thing. So thank you for your time. I hope everyone stays blessed. Thank you.